Let me tell you what styling is.
But we don't have too much to talk about this week, guys. Like I told y'all what it is. I mean, the world is the world. Things are happening. I guess COVID is still out there. Wear your mask, please, in public places for sure. Stop going to all these goddamn festivals because it's stupid. You have thoughts about this?
You wouldn't like my thoughts.
I'm not. I know. I see you disagreeing. Go ahead.
Wear your mask. Don't wear your mask. Just be healthy and change your diet. Change your diet.
Well, the disease is killing people faster than the diet right now. Or you disagree with that too?
I'm disagreeing with that too. I had SARS-CoV-2.
Okay.
I was diagnosed with SARS-CoV-2, or I guess you can call it the Delta variant.
Right.
August 10th, I got my Pixel Lab core results back. And I was down. And when I came back from it, people are telling me, oh, you survived death. I'm like, well, if that was death. Yeah. And I don't mean to sound cocky and I don't mean to sound arrogant, but everybody's different. Everyone's different, but my immune system was ready.
Yeah.
Prior to, I was taking so many things that support my immune system, or because I'm thin, we're all stressful. Stress just hits me a little different. Anxiety hits me a little different, so I want to make sure that I always have nutrients. So of course I take my black seed oil. I'm taking chlorophyll. I'm more fruits and vegetables now. Getting sun is so important. Like, we literally are human plants. So if you're sitting there eating McDonald's and bullshit, your organs are going to operate differently. You're not feeding your body the way it needs to be fed. You said it yourself, your heart. And I told you about it having an electromagnetic field. Now, what I do know about me transitioning and knowing, even when I had Ava breastfeeding and thinking about her nutrition, fruits and vegetables are electric. These burgers and this meat and these fried foods do not have anything in them. They're dead. Like, we're frying them at 360 to 400 degrees. So we're killing everything. But it's delicious. Yeah. Condiments are delicious. That shit is shit.
Yeah, it's all shit.
So, like...
Listen, that bourbon burger from Wendy's is my shit. that shit is fire. But I know I can't have that every day.
Yeah, my mother was up here from Puerto Rico. She was scared. She thought she was going to get sick. She didn't have her mask. She did not contract it. Prior to her coming from Puerto Rico to my house, my aunt and my uncle came and they had on their masks. I couldn't move. It was debilitating. Like, the clothes that I would put on me hurt. I had sweats and I was cold at the same time. Okay. Yes. My taste buds.
See, that's where the arrogance kicks in, though. Not for you, just for people. Just like, oh, you had symptoms. Like, I ain't have symptoms. I'm fine.
No, I had symptoms.
So, like, people question themselves, like, is it really your immune system? Is it like...
I was crying. Damn. I called my mom crying on a Saturday because I'm like, Mom, you're not coming fast enough. I can't have my robe on me. I couldn't walk. It hurt. And she panicked.
Of course.
So my entire house was I guess a hospital room for the entire time she was there. But then it took me like 3 weeks to recover. Yeah. So I'm not trying to say like my symptoms or I didn't have any symptoms. No, I had really bad symptoms. But it's all about your mindset and getting up and pushing through and doing the work.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Dude, I have friends that have gotten vaccinated and people are drawing a line right in front of my face. There's friends of mine that have already made me feel subpar or make me feel unintelligent because I'm not taking the vaccine or you're not going to get vaccinated. I'm not thinking about everybody else. No, I'm thinking about everybody else. I'm also thinking about my future, and it's all about how I'm taking care of myself. And the news, it's just a lot of rubbish. Like, it's a lot of garbage that people are watching.
I haven't watched the news since the election.
And now it's like, now since the election, I'm not political. I can give two fucks about Trump or Biden. But now that Biden's in office, now it's like I see people, where's Trump? Trump will never let this happen. There's so many things happening. The Taliban taking over Afghanistan now. I'm more scared of that than the fucking COVID and this vaccine and the mandates. That's mandate. Mandate what? I walk into a supermarket without my mask.
Yeah, it's not being reinforced whatsoever.
Yeah. And I still get served. I know my rights. And sometimes that's all us as a whole need to know too. Like, just educate ourselves about what's actually written so that we can protect ourselves as individuals, because this shit is turning into something that's not good for America. And that's all I have to say about that. And I don't want nobody to at me or question me.
Oh, they gonna at you.
Or nothing.
The thing is, like, it's such a...
I'm not harming nobody. It's not, because I've also, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, because I've also read things like, oh, you're so fucking ignorant or arrogant, and you can carry it, and you can harm other people and all this other stuff. That's
true.
You're going to get it again. And you're going to continue to get it. Just because I had it August 10th and we're sitting here talking, I don't know where you were yesterday. And if you as so much hit you on me, I can get it again.
Yeah.
There's no immunity. There's different strains.
Yeah.
Just like HPV, there's different strains and STDs. And it's literally all about how you protect.
But similar to your talk about, protecting yourself from, with the foods that you put in your body and things like that. You can apply that here. You may, like I said, like, what will be, but, and you're kind of against that.
BYOB?
No, what will be would be.
What's that?
So what would be would be.
Oh, what would be. I'm like, BYOB? Sure. No. That would be a great rule. BYOB.
That is a great rule. I'm going to put that in there. But, like, just, you could apply it to both, So, I mean, it really is, it really comes down to, like.
But when you know better, you do better. You can let dead dogs lie, but when you know better, you do better.
The thing is with the COVID, people don't really know. Some people have this. Everybody has a different way of thinking.
And then there's some people that know that still really don't know. But, I trust the government and it's FDA approved and the CDC and my dick in your mouth. Like,
right, the Molly I'm chewing on, whatever.
Yes.
Like, it's a lot of different. It's a very layered thing.
Yeah, I'm not very graceful and compassionate when it comes.
No, it's not black and white. I mean, and that's kind of where I've been the majority of the time. Is like, do what's best for you.
Yeah.
But like I mean, I go to Wawa, I put my mask on. Not because they're telling me to do it, just because I'm like, I'm vaccinated already.
Okay.
I'm still put it on.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been sick with anything. Period.
That's good.
Since this has happened, I haven't had a cold, nothing.
That's good.
I'm certain that part of that has me doing with wearing the mask. Okay. Because germs are fucking everywhere.
Absolutely.
And if I was on the goddamn Patco, I know I'd be sick already. So that's just how I look at things. You
gotta still take care of yourself individually too.
Sure. I'm speaking separately with just the COVID, and I mean, like I said, everybody is different. As far as like, I felt some. I would be lying if I said I didn't find any kind of arrogance and like, you know what, I'm good, man. My immunity might be okay. Like I'm good. I ain't got no symptoms. I'm fine. Like, I haven't had anything wrong, and but I do know I'm abiding by some rules.
Yeah.
And I know that is helping me. Whether I think it's not, like, I mean, there's times where I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm just, and even we pick and choose. Because even with I went to the event yesterday. I wore my mask on to see what the vibe was. That's what it was, and I'm gonna take it off. Is it gonna take it off, and you're gonna all be in here together. You don't know who's vaccinated or not. You don't know who got shit, who got what.
Right.
I was with close to somebody that had COVID. And I was with them the day before.
My mom slept in my house.
Right.
And she took care of me and washed all my dishes and did all my laundry. And my daughter was sick. And she went back to Puerto Rico like nothing a week later.
So I was with somebody, that had COVID. Next day, they couldn't smell, taste anything. I was fine. I got tested, and I was negative. But, like, it's so hard to, like, really. Everybody has a different. We're
putting too much fear behind it.
Everybody has a different experience with this. It's the common cold. Everybody has a different experience with what is going on.
Walking pneumonia.
So I mean, I'm not gonna be like irate with people that are doing what they think is, but don't try to push nothing on nobody either way.
Because I got friends that will push that shit up on me, and I've had to like distance myself. But it's like, how dare you post false information? Well, first of all, bitch, this is my Instagram story. You can't be posting false information just because they know scientists and they work for the government and things like that. Like, dude.
But I'm gonna listen. I was driving maybe a month ago, and I see a whole line of white people, because this is what it is. this
Europeans.
This is where most of this ideology lies. And there's a bunch of picket signs. Unmask our babies and all this stuff. Whatever. Going to public school. Whatever.
With this,
unmask our babies and all this stuff. Whatever. So I mean. I'm looking at them like y'all are. I mean, my first thing is to be like, y'all are stupid, but I'm just like, it's all about just safety. And I don't think that wearing the mask harms anybody.
Right.
I know there was a myth a long time ago. You're breathing your carbon dioxide, or she got to breathe on right air. I'm like, bro, fucking doctors wear masks all goddamn day.
Right. Or how about doctors wear masks all day, but how about, let's take it just a little deeper. How about people that have worked with asbestos and they're removing asbestos and they have on a hazmat suit with a double mask and the N95 and they still come out with shit in their nostrils and around their mouth and it's asbestos. So
it's all precautions. That's all it is. Nothing is. Nothing
can
is
you
definite,
possibly
period.
think just a sheet is gonna guard you from any kind of virus?
Nothing is definite, period. But there's a reason why they do it. Like it's taking precautions.
I'm sorry for doing all. I'm just trying to.
No, I see what you're saying, and like that's the reason people walk around like, yo, you gonna get it, whatever. Figure it out, and like I'd love to look from that standpoint.
Take better care of, people just have to take better care of themselves, and they don't want to hear that. They don't want to have that conversation.
Right, but you even saying that, so some people gonna take that as like compassion for other people. You just tell them to take care of yourself and figure it out. I'm good.
You have to figure it out.
As you should.
This is like you were literally just beamed down here and you came out of a vagina screaming because you didn't know where the fuck you landed. You ain't come down here with nobody else to teach you. You literally have to figure it out. And that's not being arrogant. Maybe it lacks a little compassion, but take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I'm at an age where there's lots of things where I didn't know 10 years ago. Had I known the things I know now 10 years ago, Adriana would have been different then. When you know better, you do better. That's all.
So people die, they die.
People die, they transition. They die. They die, they die.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, but I feel you.
I don't mean to sound so rash, but yeah, if they die, they die. Like, you got part of that. You got to take care of your heart. We're going back to the heart.
The heart.
Yeah.
The heart. Yeah. Well, no, nobody.
And the shit you put into it. We're electric.
I feel like people that. I feel that even people that. I feel that people are. I heard you. I feel that even people that are on the same side are not all the way on the same side. Like don't agree with every little step.
Right.
So it's just this is a very different circumstance that any of us have ever experienced.
It's pretty scary to just get vaccinated all of a sudden after not even this COVID thing not even being around for long, you know? It's just...
So you're scared of the vaccine?
Yeah.
That definitely ties a knot on all that then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I like my DNA. I like the way I am. I like what my cells and my immune system do for me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have an issue with it, I know that I can modify my insides with food. I know that.
So do you think that the vaccine could harm you?
I'm not going to say that.
Okay. I mean, you're scared of it for a reason, so I'm trying to think what's the reason.
No, because I'm just going to have people like...
I'm not trying to catch you or anything. I'm just trying to, figure... Because I'm vaccinated. And
you don't have any children?
No.
Okay.
What does that mean? I noticed the myth going on too about fertility and shit like that, but that's, I mean, listen, I chose to get it.
Again, I don't work for the government and I don't have scientist friends,
And luckily, which I know how much it means, but I mean, I guess we feed our kids these things too, whatever. But it's FDA approved, the one I got at least. I never trusted the Johnson & Johnson though. I'll tell you that. I was never with the one shot. I was like, nah.
You're with the 2 shot.
Y'all try to speed this shit up.
3 shot, 4 shot.
Yeah, I'll take the 3 and 4 shot. And shit, I may get the booster shot because October's coming up.
Right.
And I've been fine. And granted, I've been fine. Before I got the shot.
Good.
So I mean, but it's just like it's just chances. It's like, I mean, what do you decide to believe and what do you decide not to believe? And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get this shot. I'm gonna get this shot just because of from whatever I actually got it. What I was reading, I was just like, the shot makes sense right now.
Okay.
I was on the fence of like if I would actually get it again at the time. Now I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, and you are absolutely right in saying that people, like, there's a fearmonger out there, and it is the media, however you receive that media.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, yeah, me hearing about the Delta variants and all that stuff, whatever, definitely makes me think like, oh, shit is still out here. People are still dying. Every time I look at my weather app, I see new people dying.
Mm-hmm.
The weather. I look at the weather app and it tells me, 10 people died today. 17 people. I mean, wherever they're getting those facts and figures from is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
But do what's right for you. Do what's best for you. But ultimately, yes, take care of yourself because you could not worry about any of this. This is all precautions, vaccines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's not promising that you won't get it. But I'm not here to be on my soapbox. I don't know shit about shit.
I don't know shit about shit neither.
On that note, man, it's time to get out of here. Is there anything else you wanted to speak about, talk about, anything spicy in your life that you want to divulge to the people? We're here for you. This is your time.
Just look out for new projects in the future.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There was episodes that we did speak about how what my creative process looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So,
butt ass naked, right?
So a lot of that is going to come into a new project.
Okay.
Maybe we'll all be butt ass naked together.
Maybe. Listen, it's fun when